Hi all, I've just come to the point where I've functionally finished my crafting system and I wanted to share the progress with you. Now, a lot of the recipes and stuff that I have in place are placeholder at the moment, and obviously will change through the course of the development, but functionally they're effective in demonstrating the inventory system. So we'll dive straight into it. We'll grab a couple of items from the creative menu and we'll look into the inventory system. So as you can see here, we've got the list of available recipes on the left, the ingredients and tools required, a description of the output, including a picture of the item that it would create, some controls to increase or decrease the number that we can create, and craft to commence crafting. We then have 4 boxes, which is our queue, so we can add things to our queue, and the queue moves from left to right, and on the right it starts counting down, and once it completes it inserts into the inventory. So I'll just give you a quick demo of this by creating a pickaxe, and adds over here. We see it's counting down, we're creating 1. Once it completes, we have now added a pickaxe to the inventory. Now, as you can see for the grass block, it's now become available as a green recipe, and that's because the tool that was required was the pick to make this happen. Now, if we were to maybe let's do 4 lots of grass blocks, and let's do another pickaxe. Let's do another couple of grass blocks and another pickaxe. Now see, we've got the queue all filled up. Now what we can do is we can actually pick things up and drag and drop them around within the queue, and what happens is their time is consumed, so when you pick them up it's still 1 second. If I drop it back at the front there, it'll finish quickly. That basically gives us the control when we're running around and we're crafting something that may take a long time and wanting to do little things in between. We can quickly add them to the front of the queue, putting the other item at the back without actually removing it from the queue. Now if we wanted to cancel any of these recipes, we could pick them up and just drop them, like dropping an item out of your inventory, and what happens there is they'll add back in. So with 3, drop them 15 back in. Now as we progress, there'll be multiple instances where you want to create the maximum amount, in this case 11, consumes all of the items from the inventory. We've got 11 here, we dump it back, we've got our 55 items back again. That's basically the functionality. It's quite simple in principle, but very powerful in terms of progression for a survival-based game. Some of the other things I can show you that I've quickly added in recently is the actual consumption of the block when we place it. So we place in the block and now we've got none, and this will form a core part of the cycle of collect, create, place for crafting, building of different types of buildings. And you can see out this way I've created a new biome I'm calling the Stony Lands. It's quite a bleak sort of biome. It's a lot of stone, a lot of rocks, and the rocks will be a big component of collecting, and you'll be able to craft from a rock a sharp rock. You'll be able to use 2 rocks to make the sharp rock, and that sharp rock will be something that you'll be able to equip and use to maybe harvest a bit of grass. Instead of punching at it, you'll actually swing the rock at it. You'll do more damage and be able to get more of it sooner. Will also form a core component of the crafting, as it will be a required tool to use. And from there, it'll also be an ingredient required to make, say, a stone axe with a sharp edge. So yeah, there's a lot that's come along in recent times. The inventory is now practically complete. There's still a few outstanding items. Now with the crafting system there, I've got quite a good solid base for a survival game. I've also made it so that these are all XML driven, so that players can modify the XML files to make things harder or easier as they see fit, and we'll be able to start seeing some degree of balance that we need to create. But as you can see, everything's coming along quite nicely. So thanks for watching.